So our project was based on how major labels could compete with viral in the viral hit space. And we basically did a case study on Broke Records, which is a New York-based label. So, yeah.
All right, so here we have the agenda for our presentation. We did a background, a marketing model, data and case study, a comparison, and then we did a solution. So the background. So Broke Records is an independent label based in New York City. It was founded by Andre Benz, who also founded Trap Nation, which was a platform to give small artists the chance to show their talent. It's focused mainly on leveraging digital platforms and emerging talent, using diverse types of music, not being around a specific genre, and finding new markets for those artists by focusing on digital engagement.
So their marketing model is kind of based around speed and having as little steps as possible. So they do early detection using real-time analytics to track TikTok sound growth. And they get in contact with artists quickly, maybe even before it goes viral, looking at influencers who can potentially be music turned, and doing quick signed contracts. It's mainly based on data and engagement. So they skip steps, making it lean decision making and shortening the A&R process. They also like to do organic and community-driven marketing. This maximizes organic reach and will make the consumer feel like it happened naturally with minimal ad interference. And this encourages fans to engage within viral moments. They convert TikTok virality into streaming growth using cross-platform strategy. So driving streams in Apple Music, Spotify, and SoundCloud, strategic playlist placement, and keeping the artist relevant post-viral moment by continuous engagement and potential campaigns.
Right, so our case study is Steps. He's a UK-based content creator and rapper. He's known for doing comedic and interactive TikToks. That's before he released his single Rock. So in the first week of release, the song had about 10,000 plus TikTok creations, and by the end of the first month, it had 1.2 million videos. That's TikTok creations showing like rapid viral adoption through meme-driven challenges, user participation, and all that. And then as TikTok grew, Spotify streams like also grew as well, reaching about 10 million streams in the first month. And after signing with Broke Records, the streams doubled to like 20 million plus in the second month. And his Spotify followers increased by 40%. And he also got added to major playlists like Rap Caviar, Viral Hits, and yeah, to maintain like momentum. And then overall, he entered Spotify's global top 50 playlist and peaking at 20. He also had #1 on TikTok, Billboard, and his monthly listeners grew by 30%.
So there are a lot of pros and cons to both Broke and major labels. Within marketing, Broke has very innovative digital marketing skills. They're more of a marketers than a label as a whole, but that's what makes it work a lot better within the viral hit space. But they do lack the budget that major labels have. Has a very lean structure, so they can go through the process of finding artists and getting it through the chain of command quicker, but have fewer resources, a smaller network, fewer staff, etc. Regarding legal side, they have good artist splits with good artist flexibility. However, they have less legal protection. They give artists less legal protection. They're great for short-term success, but worse for long-term success since they're known for viral hits. with their A&Rs, they're allowed to be more flexible, they can take more risks. However, they have a less structured long-term development.
So the solutions
I'm
that
actually going to have to stop you right there. Sorry.
Thank you.
Questions from our judges? Simon?
Better unmute myself before I speak. I was going to say, so can you explain the last slide and give you a chance to talk about that and your monetization strategy?
In the terms of solutions?
Yeah, like how do you go from this virality to long term? What's that strategy?
So this is more focusing as a solution to major labels instead of going from virality to longevity. A lot of labels now, major labels, are struggling to sign small artists who are creating one-time hits, which often generates more money and reduces risk since you can catch it with momentum beforehand. But because the process is way too slow, these major labels are missing out on the great opportunity to sign these artists in the first hand. With a process and a restructuring for these major labels, it'll be more able for them to compete, which I think would be good for these major labels who do want to dip their hand into the viral scene of music using social media.